and I'm doing a stream where you guys can all just kind of come out and hang out with me. So, yeah. I'm going to be doing tarot card readings because those are kind of my fun thing I like to do. Now, let's see if I can actually shuffle these cards right. So, while I shuffle these, I'm actually gonna talk. So earlier I said that I was gonna go to the library. I did go to the library. I didn't get any new books because today it's closed. So what I ended up doing was I ended up having my parents take me because hi. If you have any questions, you can drop them in chat. Can I open chat? Okay, there we go. I didn't auto have chat open, so I didn't have auto chat open. So. But I did ask my parents to take me to the library because I didn't really want to take the bus because I use a bus app to track the buses, and according to my app, if this is wrong, then I'm sorry. But hold up, I want to mess with this real quick. I'm messing with this real quick. This is my first stream I've done in a while, so. Oh wait, what? What's up? Oh, that's cool. I look like I'm in the water. Ooh. Kaleidoscope. Oh, that's cool. Are these like different effects? Sibling. I don't know what the sibling one's supposed to do. Ooh, it's skeleton. Hello? Skeleton? Hello? Okay, I don't know. Oh, Dirt Lord. Okay. Hi, everybody. If you guys want to chat, you guys can. Oh, hi! I know, my forehead's kind of big. Hi! I'm just. You guys can just come and hang out. Hi! Hi, Jack! I'm good, how are you? It's been a hot minute. It has truly been a hot minute since I've done a live. I'm gonna tell all of you that right now. It's been a hot minute. Can you give me a shout out? Okay, sorry if I butcher this name. My friend Kayla just texted me too. Ever Griffin 4-4B. That's so cool. I know, I have a pretty big forehead. Oh my gosh, I remember when I was in not elementary, but when I was in middle school, people used to call me the four-eyed big head girl because, well, the big-eyed forehead girl because I wear glasses. I've been wearing glasses since preschool. Oh, thank you. But people used to call me the big head four-eyed girl because they always said that my forehead looked big. I used to get very, like, self-conscious about my forehead, and now I'm just like, whatever. But yeah. One thing I do really want to do during this stream is definitely do tarot card readings because I love that. Looking so cute. Aw, thank you. But I like doing tarot card readings because they're kind of really fun. Yeah, I actually have two set. Ooh, I have like 600. I know I have like 600 and I think, one second, where's my old phone? This is my old phone that I use, so, let me see how many subscribers I have. I haven't looked in like a hot minute. I haven't looked in a hot minute, so hang on. There it is. Hang on. Oh, dear Lord. I had more than I thought I did. Okay, so I have I have 658. That is how many subscribers I have, which is crazy. Bears or Packers? I don't really watch football that much. I know when I was little, my dad used to be a big Broncos fan, and oh my god, that reminds me. Oh my god, that reminds me of this one time. So I was sitting in fifth grade. I was sitting basically in my fifth grade class, and I had a teacher. My sister had him the year before I did, which was hilarious. Which is hilarious. And I remember the first year. I actually remember the first year. Like the first day of class, we were sitting and we got this piece of paper, and one of the questions were, what team are you rooting for football? And me being as a kid put, I don't know, I guess Broncos, because that's what my dad was a huge fan of. I'm not really a huge fan of of football, but and my teacher wanted to kick me out of the class. He was so mad when I said Broncos. He said, anybody that is not a Cowboys fan, get out. And I just started laughing so much. He didn't end up kicking me out. It was a joke. But it was funny. I was heard about it for a while, but then I realized, like, years later, that he was just joking. So I was like, but yeah. Yeah, I used to stream all the time with my friend Bella, and we kind of stopped after a while, and then I kind of left YouTube for a little bit, and then I came back. But yeah, so I will say this, one of my favorite hang on, somehow Caleb Williams made that, I think, like 20 feet pass, scored touchdown, and the announcer said he didn't. Wow. I don't know football, so. But I'm gonna show you guys one of my favorite. Thank you. This is actually my first and my favorite tarot card reading set. I absolutely love this. This was my first one. I remember when I got it, I saw it in store. I was gonna get a Deadpool set, but then I saw there was one more of these, and I'm like, oh, thank you. But yeah, this was actually my first tarot card set, which made me really happy. And I've never had so many people on the live before. I've never had so many people in a live before. But I love the bottom of this box. It has a little candle. It has the black flame candle from the movie. And it always makes me so happy. And I love, hang on, I'm gonna actually show you. Like, I love the art. Is this upside down? I feel like this is upside down. I feel like this is okay, no, it's not. Okay. Okay. What grade are you in college? Um, I am currently not in college. I am trying to take a little bit of a break. Like, I'm wanting to go back to college, but I would basically be a freshman, and yeah, I'd be a freshman. I'd be fresh meat. I remember when I first got into high school, my brother and his friends, like his friends would always call me fresh meat, and I was like, why would you call me fresh meat? I'm not meat. And they explained to me that the seniors would call freshmen fresh meat, which I at the time I didn't understand, but now I kind of do. So so now I kind of understand why. But now I kind of understand why. Awesome! I'm doing a wrestling match right now, and I won my very first ever match. Oh, that's so cool, Martha Wick? Sorry if I just butchered your name, but that is so cool. I can't wrestle. I remember one time Bella tried to take me to kickboxing, and let me tell you this, I legitimately, like, was dead afterward. I, like, was so tired that I immediately passed out on her couch, which was funny. I immediately passed out on her couch. It was better than when we went to a fair. So where my friend Bella and I live, we there's a thing called the Pima County Fair. It's a huge thing here. We love it. We go every year. We go literally every year. And it's always so much fun when when we go. I remember the one year I went with her, we stayed out till like I want to say like 3 a.m. I want to say we stayed out until 3 a.m. You moved, right? Yes, I did. I did move. I moved out of my parents' house and then I moved back in. Yeah. Yeah, I moved and then I kind of moved back in with my parents, and we unfortunately, after I moved back in, we unfortunately had to put like 2 of our dogs down because we had 3 dogs. We had my sister's dog, Alpine, who was a beautiful, gorgeous husky. I'm doing, oh, hang on. I'm doing 5th grade school wrestling, and the first ever match was a weigh meet in Twilight. That's cool. I can never, I honestly could never do wrestling because I'm a weakling. I'm a weakling. I'm a weakling, okay? I'm just a funny little weakling. I can't really do anything. I'm just a funny little weakling. I am just a really funny little weakling. Yeah, I will tell you, this is the first kind of like live where I've had a bunch of people, which is super cool. Yeah, but if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the not the comments, in chat. I don't know why I just called comments chat. I don't know why I just called comments chat. Chat. Comments. Wrestling takes up too much time. Yeah. To do in my day on my Nintendo Switch. Too. Oh, that is so cool. I've heard some things about the Nintendo Switch too, so I'm hesitating to get it, but I do have a Switch Lite. I do have a Switch Lite that I play on. It's currently on the charger. It is currently on the charger. I have been like, oh my gosh, I have just been like grinding Dreamlight Valley lately, where to the point of where like I needed a break. And I was like, play on my Nintendo Switch too. That's cool. I used to all the time. Like, I remember when I first got my Switch, I was so happy. I got it for Christmas. That is really cool. I actually got my Switch for Christmas a couple years ago before I moved out. My sister and I both got one. We both got one. You still hang out with your boyfriend, right? Yes. Yes, I do. We actually, fun fact, are planning to go to the movies tomorrow. I'm so excited. I love going to the movies with him. I love going to the movies with him. He's so fun to hang out with. He's so fun to hang out with. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. Oh my god. I've been playing. Okay, I've been playing like Fall Guy, Rocket League, Poppy Playtime for horror games, and Mario Kart World. I've heard some really fun things about Mario Kart World. I actually like Poppy Playtime, and I have been trying to complete Five Nights at Freddy's, like 100%ing the whole series, and I'm still on the first game. And I cannot beat Night 5. I've literally was grinding at it for like days. And I still haven't been able to beat it. I'm debating because I don't know if this is on mobile, but I've been thinking about trying to beat, like, I've been trying to think about trying to do the Foxy glitch. So, I'm trying to figure out how to explain it because I'm not a very good. There's a YouTube channel I watch that explains that probably is gonna explain it to me, explain it way better than me. But anyway, the Foxy glitch is basically how the channel I watch uses it. Explains it is that the door animation, that both doors have an animation of closing and opening, and if you get it just right, you can, while Foxy's kind of waiting at the door for it to be, I think it's be closing or opening, you can cause a sprite override. Get it together, Belle. Come on, get it together. Anyway, you can get a sprite override and basically delete Foxy from the game, but you can't go on cameras and you really can't. And I've been thinking about trying to figure out how to do that, but I've been trying to figure out how to do that. So yeah. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I'm okay with answering questions. I laugh when I'm nervous. I was called a nervous laugher, and when I get nervous, my first thing to do is just start laughing. But I've been like grinding Dreamlight Valley lately, and that game, I like swear, has it out for me. Like anytime I need something. So there's an event going on as of this live. If this becomes a video, cool. If it doesn't, well, as of this video. So as of this live stream, there is an event going on where you basically, hi! feel free to put any questions in the chat. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So anyway, there's an event going on where you have to like basically solve these puzzles. Well, I think the 4th puzzle just came out. Hang on, I'm actually gonna look real quick. Hang on, I'm looking real quick. Is it weird that I have Dreamlight Valley open on my Switch while not playing it? Yes. Am I kind of weird? Yes. But that's okay. We're all weird. We're all weird. We're all weird. And that's great. We all look weird. So there are currently 4 puzzles out right now, and the 5th puzzle will be unlocked in 33 hours and 55 minutes and 1 second. But anyway, the 4th puzzle with the lamppost, you have to get a red gem, a green gem, a blue one, and I think also a yellow one. Please don't. If I am wrong about that, please don't take that as the truth, because I've already completed it. But Sapphires, if y'all want a little bit of a like lovely reminder, Sapphires will not work, so don't try. Believe me, I've tried. And also, the reason why I have beef with it, with the 4th puzzle, is because you have to get shiny of everything. Like, all the gems, you have to get the shiny versions. And for me, I can't speak for any other player, but I'm only speaking for me. It takes me sometimes months. Like, sometimes it'll take me it'll take me a couple days or sometimes months to get a shiny. Lately, I've been getting pretty lucky, but my luck will soon run out. I know exactly. I know the game. The game loves to piss me off. The game loves to piss me off. The game absolutely 1000% loves to piss me off. I do like to play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That was actually one of my first games I ever got. That was my first game I had ever gotten. One second. I have no idea what that was about. I don't know if you guys heard it, but there was, it sounds like there was a truck backing up, and then someone just started randomly honking, and I was like, what? So confused. But yeah. Okay, where's my water? I need water. I need agua. I need agua. That's what I need right now. I need agua. Well, I need water. I mean, because I'm sitting here talking and it's making my throat dry. It's causing my throat to be dry. So like, hang on. But yeah. But I wouldn't change it. I am absolutely kind of funny. I was answering my friend, Kayla. I hate my phone right now. So my phone has this feature where when you're chatting with somebody on like text message, it'll show up in a little bubble. Well, I'll respond to them. Like if they said, hey, do you want to hang out today? And I'll be like, yeah, what time? And it'll show their message, and It's so annoying. I, like, literally get so annoyed. But yeah, I get kind of annoyed. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I get annoyed. I still remember when Bella. When did that happen? When did she fall asleep on a live? I'm so confused. Okay, I need to go back and watch my old live streams. That's exactly what I'm gonna have to go do. Because when did she fall asleep on a live? I remember one time I fell asleep on a live stream. I was trying to stream until midnight, but I ended up falling asleep on stream. It was so funny. Like, literally, I started laughing because of it. Yeah, and you. Oh my gosh, that is actually funny. I ain't gonna lie, that is actually funny. I might. It was on your live, not her live. Yeah. It was really super funny though. I'm actually. That was funny. Oh my god. I'm gonna die of laughter right now. I have my stream being hilarious. I have my boyfriend who's telling me, why didn't you tell me you were streaming? Boo, if you're watching this, I started streaming kind of like because I wanted to and I felt like it. I didn't exactly like have this stream planned. I have been trying to do a stream the last couple days. But it's either I'm too tired to do it. Either I'm too tired, I don't really want to, or here comes the or here. Or I just got emotional. I'm a girl. Girls get emotional. But one aspect of Dreamlight Valley that I actually do like is one aspect of Dreamlight Valley I really do like is the shopping. I love texting my boyfriend in the morning and I'm like, shopping spree time. And he's like, oh god, no shopping spree. I'm doing good, Timothy. How are you? Yeah, yes, it's so funny because he'll be like, "Oh my god, why do you have to go on a shopping spree?" I'm a girl. Hello, we like shopping. We like shopping because shopping is amazing. I love shopping. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask everybody kind of like right now, do you guys think this is a necklace or a choker? Because my mom says it's a necklace. I think it's a choker. Like, hang on. Oh god, I'm actually gonna put this on live stream. Cause hang on. Help! Help! Choker! No, I just did something really wrong. Help! 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 Okay. Okay, we're good, guys. Hang on. You're gonna watch me struggle putting this on. Okay. I usually have this tighter, but yeah, because like I feel like you could wear it as a necklace or a choker because it goes tighter. When it's a little tighter, it kind of goes to about here. Like it goes to about there. Like yeah, like my mom thinks it's a necklace. I kind of think I don't know. It's like I got a bunch of stuff from a thrift store. This was one of the items and I was very like confused of what it was. I was very confused. I'm like, is it a necklace or is it a choker? I'm very confused. And then, one thing I really do want to wear tomorrow when I go to see my boo is this like XO necklace. Is this XO necklace or OX necklace? It's really cute and I think it'd be perfect. I also might wear this. I don't know. You don't have to make it tight that much. You can go like a little bit tighter with this, but you don't, it's like it can go a little tighter, but and I usually have a little bit tighter, but thank you. Yeah. I like it. It's cute. My boyfriend's texting me and I'm like not okay. He just asked me a question that he obviously knows the answer to. Does my boyfriend wear sunglasses? Yes, he does. He does wear sunglasses. My boyfriend's cute. Now there is one thing. If the fourth Sub-Zero book could come out, I would be low-key happy. I would be literally so happy for Sub-Zero to start updating again. I would literally be so happy if it could. Now the back of my hair looks like a mess. I ran some errands with my parents, and now my hair just is like a mess back here. Like, yeah. I put it up in a ponytail so I could do my makeup, and then I was like, nah, I'll keep it, and then I slicked it back, and now it's just like, what? But yeah, sometimes I was looking for my cards because I'm playing with them now. But yeah, I like. But yeah, I do like to do blog videos. The main places that I typically go are girls group, which is funny, which they all kind of found out that I'm a YouTuber, which is a little scary. Sorry if you guys hear a lot of noise, it's my mom talking. But anyway, she's not talking to me, she's talking to someone on the phone. But they found the girls at girls group found out that I was a YouTuber because we had to do this activity where we had to like do our so we had to like basically do this activity on a piece of paper where we basically had a pie chart and we had to kind of be like, oh, how many hours do you spend doing this, how many hours do you spend doing that, and I said like 25% of the time I am playing video games, and like another 25% of the time I'm either prepping for a video, I'm either coming up with new ideas for videos, answering comments, or just something. And like the other, probably other like 20, maybe other 50% I'm like filming. Without like 25, and then the other 25% is doing animation, which is super cool. Yeah. Life's great. I started doing animation. I'm working on animating a Gacha Life series that I am working on. And I remember when I started making it as a Gacha Life series, I was really worried like people weren't going to like it. But like a lot of people like it. So that's actually really, really cool. I'm getting more water. And plus, also at the thrift store, the thrift store saved me from my friend Kayla on Valentine's Day. So this necklace, I showed it off in a video. This necklace is green. What do you wear on St. Patrick's Day? You wear green, so this kind of will save me from getting pinched. And then I just realized, hang on. I like literally just realized that this right here is a gem and not a bell. I thought it was a bell because I only saw it from this side, but I just realized. Oh, hang on. Hang on. There we go. See? It's a little gem, not a bell like I thought it was, which was funny. Yeah, but I got a lot of stuff from the thrift store. Yeah. But yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. Okay, let's see. Here. I'm gonna mess around with some filters. Because I see these filters and they're so tempting. Thermal. What's thermal? Oh! Hey, look at me! I'm a thermal! Okay, at this point, I'm messing around with filters. Ooh, retro? What's retro? Nothing! Oh! Why does this look like kind of like an old VHS dance party? Okay, dance party doesn't work. Okay. Ah! Oh my god, that scared me! Oh, look, now I'm an X-ray image. Just imagine somebody on an X-ray going. That would be funny. Ooh, horror TV. What's horror? Oh my gosh. That actually is funny. Okay. Oh my god! This is hilarious. Oh my god, that is funny. Okay, take off the filters. What other filters are there? Oh! This is the one I saw earlier! Hallelujah. I'm like in the water! Woo! I'm like at this point, I'm literally just messing around with filters. This is so funny. Ooh. Hang on, I want to see if I can line up. Oh my god. I think we got it. What do you guys think? I'm just messing with filters because this is my first time doing a stream. So, like, I don't really have any. Oh, wrong one. Extra. Oh, hang on. Let me take my glasses off. Oh, it gives you extra eyes. That is so cool. Hang on. Because I tried this one out earlier, but, like, it didn't, wasn't working. Do you work now? Are you gonna turn me into a skeleton? A skeleton. No. Huh, Pilly. 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 Read Ed. Oh! That's cool! Clear. Not clear. Clear. Not clear. I'm messing around in filters. Hi! Yeah. But yeah, but back to my whole Dreamlight Valley rant. I do not like that game. I feel like Dreamlight Valley has a mind of its own. Like, I like the game, but I also hate it. It makes me really upset. It makes me really upset. It makes me really upset sometimes when it makes me really upset when I try. Can you do a shout out for me? Is it Everett Griffin -4 F4B? Oh, that's cool. like your name. I'm just hitting everything at this point. I'm like just hitting everything at this point. So my goal for 2026, I almost said 2025. I almost said 2025. I almost said 2025. Almost. No problem. Anytime. So back to my goals. So my goal for 2026, I almost keep saying 2025. I'm still not used to it. But anyway, so for 2026, I had the goal of getting to 700 subscribers. And I'm going to show you guys something. Hang on. I'm going to block a lot of this information. But if... hang on. But if you guys look right at the top, right here, it says 659, which we are only one subscriber away from 700. So I think I'm going to challenge myself to raise the bar and let's try to get to 800 by the end of 2026. I really want to, and I do. Okay, how do I create a poll? Hello? How do I create a poll? Like, no offense, this is gonna be hilarious because I can't figure out how to make a poll. Ooh, there are stickers. Oh! Oh, did someone chat? Oh, I think I figured it out. Oh, hang on. Hang on. It's in stickers. So I'm gonna release a poll. Hang on, I gotta type. Okay. That's the poll, hopefully. Okay. Wait, oh wait, I actually have to start the poll. So, no, it's in front of my face. Here, go down there. Ah, dang it. Hang on, I'm gonna restart the poll because it went in front of my face. It went in front of my face, which made me mad. Okay, so now start the poll. Okay, and it's gonna be in front of my face. But anyway, I did not actually. Oh my gosh. I mean, so far, what time is it? Because I know I have to start getting ready at 3. Okay, it's 2:30. So I do have to start getting ready at 3, but it's only like 2:30 where I live. So, I am 100% really glad. Yeah. My boyfriend also hates when I do a British accent, and to be like dead honest with everybody, I don't like doing a British accent because to me, my accent, to me, it starts off as sounding British and then it immediately sounds like Australian to me. I don't know. It's like, because I've never been to Britain, so it's one of my if I had to pick somewhere to go, so here's kind of a little fun fact about me. When I was younger, I don't know why. I really wanted to go to Paris, speak French. I wanted to live there. I wanted to eat there. I wanted to do everything there. But over time, I kind of grew out of my I still want to go to Paris. I think Paris is a beautiful city. I'd love to take my boyfriend there too because Paris, city of love. Because Paris, city of love. But one of like my top place that I really wanted to go, which I am a little bit mad at my high school for. And I will explain. I can explain why in a minute. I really want to go to Japan. Like, I really want to go to Tokyo, Japan, and legitimately, I want a kimono. Like, I don't know why I'm so obsessed with kimonos, but I am. Hang on, I'll show you. I think I know what inspired. My love for hang on. I think I know what inspired my love for kimonos. And I think I know what caused it. I just gotta find the picture. Where'd it go? Because I looked it up. Hang on, let me find a better picture. Let me find a. Is there a picture? Okay, so this picture is from a game called Fatal Frame. Specifically, the second one. I think there's like 6, maybe 7 games. I haven't seen all of them, but this. I think this game is what inspired me to want a kimono. I specifically wanted a kimono like this because it was so pretty. And fun fact, I know how to properly put one on now. Thanks to a friend. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos, okay? That's how I learned like half the stuff from the internet. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah. So okay, it's only 2:30. One of my favorite. So I'm gonna kind of tell you guys a little bit about me. So hi, my name is Isabel Ambers. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end the poll. I think I'm just gonna go ahead. Poll. Well, here end poll. Okay, we're just gonna end the poll. Okay. Should it? Okay. Well, someone really wants me to share more. But anyway, so hi, I'm Isabel Ambers. I am, as of this moment, well, actually, October 16th, um, is I am 21 years old. I am 21 years old. And I am a blogging YouTuber. I like to do all kinds of videos just because I like to kind of put every kind of all my passions together. I really love blogging. I love the blogging channels that kind of show you little bits and pieces into their life, which is something I've always wanted to do. And then I wanted to also be kind of like a YouTuber known for gaming. And I love to play video games. I love sitting in my room playing video games. So I kind of decided to start adding that to my channel. And then, yeah. There's not really much else about me. Oh, I love jewelry. I love makeup. So here's kind of a really funny, like, guilty pleasure that I like doing. Sometimes when I'm alone in my bedroom, I dress up as a princess. I like dressing up as a princess. I remember for 4 years straight, actually, for 7 whole years, I went through a crazy, like, vampire loving phase where literally I wrote, like, an entire novel That was, I kid you not. This is so embarrassing. Like when I was in middle school, I used to use writing to cope with bullying. And I wrote, I kid you not, a novel that was I don't want to say it. That was, I kid you not, over 6,000 book, like, front and back pages. And when I read it now, I cringe so bad because I forgot how bad my obsession with vampires was. And it made me very, like, and I cringe every time I read it. I cringe every time I read it. I cringe every time I read it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I cringe every time I read it. I cringe every time I like, literally, I cringe every time I read it. Like, literally, anytime I read the book, like, anytime I read the book, I cringe. And then I am also going to be doing a challenge in The Sims 4 called the 100 Baby Challenge that I vote. Hi, Eva! Hi, Eva underscore 2014. How are you doing? I like your profile picture. Oh, I'm just talking. I'm just talking to chat. I'm just talking to chat. I'm just talking. That's really good. No problem. I like talking to chat. I will tell you guys, I'm a very chatty person, so like I could literally sit here for probably an entire day if I had the chance and literally could talk someone's ear off. Like, my grandpa used to say that I was the chatterbox of the household because I literally would talk his ear off. Like, anytime I got something new, I'd be like, Grandpa, look at this. Do you have any snacks? I'm hungry. I have popcorn. I have popcorn, Ritz crackers. I have my emergency stash of chocolate. My mom says the same. That is so funny. I have an emergency stash of chocolate. Don't tell my mom. Yo, pass me some popcorn. So what did you guys, so I kind of want to ask, what did you guys think of Wicked and Wicked for Good? I genuinely want to know your guys' thoughts. I hate when I nervous laugh. I haven't seen it. Oh, you haven't? I think it's really good. I love the costuming. And one thing I really like is I actually wanted to go see it because of Ariana Grande. Because I loved her music. I actually did a dance to Seven Rings Clean Girl Edition because my teacher wouldn't let us. And then oh my gosh, chat, I want to tell you guys something. Have you guys like ever randomly just been sitting in your room playing a video game and then get like a really like fuzzy memory and then like go on a like down a rabbit hole to find it, or at least attempt to find it. Because let me tell you this. So when I was a kid, I watched this version of The Little Mermaid where she was blonde. And I was sitting in my room one day. I was sitting in my room one day, just casually sitting in my room. And legitimately was just sitting in my room playing my games. And I started thinking about this one scene from this version of The Little Mermaid that I saw. I think. Hang on, I'm gonna look it up. I think this is what it's called, but I'm not sure. Is this what it's called? Yeah, I found it. Okay, hang on. So I actually remember seeing this one version of The Little Mermaid. It wasn't I don't ever think it was made by Disney. I don't think it was ever made by Disney. But here's a picture of what I'm talking about. This version of The Little Mermaid, I remember watching it as a kid. And I remember I used to be terrified of the witch, of the like the sea witch, because I actually don't know. I'm actually gonna look that up, so hang on, Eva. It's a Japanese slash French anime series, which I was watching anime back in six. When I was 6, I was watching anime. That is crazy. I did not know that was anime. I know what anime is. Don't get me started on my anime girl phase. Do not get me started on my anime girl phase. Otherwise, we're gonna be sitting here talking for the next 20 years. Let's. All I'm gonna say about it is I had a very big anime phase. It looks like classic anime. I actually remember seeing it when I was little. I believe when I was 6, and I remember seeing one of the episodes on YouTube. And from what I remember from it, was there was a prince. Hang on, I gotta find him now. Why is it so hard to find a boy? But over the years, I have seen a lot of different Little Mermaids. And because I looked up The Little Mermaid, a bunch of them are coming up now. And I like remember. So this dude right here this dude right here was basically, from what I remember, was he was in the water, and then it looked like he was going into this cave. And I remember I went down a very long rabbit hole just to try to find it. And I remember when I was watching it, I immediately was like, I started getting flashbacks to my childhood, and it made me really happy. But I have seen multiple versions of The Little Mermaid. I've seen, obviously, I think everyone's seen this. The Little Mermaid made by Disney. I absolutely am obsessed with that one. I absolutely love her. I also have seen the new one. I can add that to my list. If I had a piece of paper, here, let me just add that one to my list of seen. I've seen so many. Ooh, hang on. I've seen a bunch of knockoff ones. Feel free to ask any questions. We're just hanging out. But yes! I am gonna have to go here in like a few minutes because I do have to start getting ready to go. Well, I'm basically already ready, but I have to get my stuff together so I can go with my mom. So, yeah. I'm not leaving just yet. Don't worry, guys. How long? So about 15 more minutes. I'll stream for about 15 more minutes, and then I have to figure out how to end stream. The last part of the stream is gonna be like, okay, how do I end stream? Okay. So about 15 more minutes. So anyway, but I've seen a lot. I've seen the Hans Christian Andersen version, which I remember I saw that one. Let's just say I had a whole new idea of The Little Mermaid. Do you have any cool tricks you can do? Not really. I can't really do any cool tricks. I am up on my bed. I can't really do any cool tricks. Which is sad. I have one if you want me to say. Yes, please. Yeah, go ahead. I don't know. I'm just gonna sit here and dance. Yeah, you can say. I remember when I first started my YouTube journey, I was so scared every time I turned on the camera. Like, anytime I turned on the camera, I can swallow food with my mouth and... Oh, that is so cool! Yeah. Oh. 1 second, you guys. Sorry, my brother came home. But anyway, yeah. So, I'm keeping an eye on time just because. But yeah. No, I haven't. I will say that, do y'all want to hear the story of when I got my wisdom teeth removed? That was horrible. It was horrible. My friend Kayla has to get hers removed, and she's like, what advice can you give me? And I'm like, I don't know. She's like, what advice can you give me? I'm like, don't eat anything. I'm like, don't eat anything. I'm like, don't eat anything. Like, please don't. I'm like, don't eat anything. But yeah. But one thing I am very excited about. I'm also actually I'm excited about it, but I'm also sad. Something that is happening this year is so everybody that follows my channel and watches my videos probably knows how big of a Sub-Zero fan I am. If you do not read Sub-Zero, and I'm going to say this now, this is not, I'm not being paid to advertise Sub-Zero. I am a huge fan. I love talking about it, so I talk about it constantly on my channel because I'm a huge fan and I love Sub-Zero. And I will give June, the girl that creates Sub-Zero, free advertisement for life. because I love Sub-Zero. if you don't read it, I highly recommend it. But it's such a good book. It's like a good webtoon series. There's also books that you can get them on Amazon. If you go directly to the webtoon if you go directly to June's like store, you can get them cheaper than on Amazon. Which I wish I would have known that, because I got all 3 of mine on Amazon. But the thing that is happening that is sad this year is Sub-Zero will be coming to an end, which I'm really sad about. You know what I just thought of? That I don't know why I just thought of it. Have any of you guys ever eaten a chocolate-covered cricket? I have. I have. But Sub-Zero is ending this year, and also I will get to the whole cricket story in a minute of why it was chocolate covered. But oh no! But Sub-Zero is ending. Was it alive? No. So I'm gonna just kind of go ahead and get into the story. So what happened was I was in a charter school for my 8th grade year, and my class did so bad on this test that my teacher brought in these chocolate covered crickets and said whoever was brave enough to eat it, they would get extra credit. So like me and like 2 other, I think like me and like a couple other girls walked up, we grabbed it, and I was so scared. He's like, either throw it away or you eat it. So I ate it. Oh my god. Just getting reminded of that makes my skin crawl. Ugh, I didn't like it. Yeah. And then I had to go to my literal most hated class, art. I hated that. I needed the extra. I don't know if I don't remember if I needed the extra credit, but I think I did. And then I went to I did not like art class. I love art, but I just don't like creating art because my art always sucks. Like if you literally put me up against one of my friends, they would do so much better art than me. They would do so much better art than me. It is like crazy. Like literally my friends could outdo me in art in a heartbeat. It is crazy. But yeah, it was really funny, and I wanted to cry after I ate it. And then I had to go to art, which I was not a huge fan of, but thank God for IEP teachers, because I have an IEP, and in school I had to do like an extra class that would help cater. It was basically like a study session where I was able to do my homework, get help with my homework, and all that kind of stuff. So I would get pulled out during art. And I remember she came in and my teacher came in to pull me out of class, my IEP teacher, and I just remember saying, "Thank you. I hate art. If I could get out of this class, I would." Now, before anybody says, "Well, Isabel, why couldn't you have just switched classes?" In the charter school I was at, literally, it was a 4th through 12th grade. So literally, they take all the 4th graders, they'd all be in the same class. And then basically, they would take all the 4th graders, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, and would put all the, like, 4th graders, the 5th graders, the 6th graders in classes with their age groups. So, like, if 4th graders would be with 4th graders, 5th graders would be 5th graders, so on and so forth. And you couldn't switch classes. So if you hated a class, too bad! You had to do it. If you wanted to switch to be in another class, you couldn't. Or if you were having beef with somebody in another class, you couldn't move at all into another class. It was more of, you just had to deal with it. So then I remember we had English. So my English class, I will tell you all right now, I felt like turned into history class, because we were talking, because it started off like a typical English class. Then it slowly started becoming more of like a history class. So I was taking history like twice a day, I felt like. And then we had math, which I struggled at math. I hated math. Like, literally, even after I switched to the high school that I went to, it still sucked. I still sucked at math. I still sucked at math. Like, no lie. Anyway, but on Tuesdays and Thursdays we had PE, which I personally loved my PE teacher. Okay, nobody tell her I told you guys this. She let us chew gum. Yep. She let us chew gum in her class. Like, no lie, she literally let us chew gum in her class. As long as we spit it in the... As long as we spit it in the trash can, she was fine with it. She let us eat. She let us have non-water drinks. She was like the best teacher. She was my favorite teacher. And then after PE, we had science, and then after we had lunch, and then we had science. I remember one day in that class, we were doing fingerprints. We were doing fingerprints. We were making like this fingerprint scrapbook. And I just remember sitting in there thinking, I got yelled at for chewing gum. Well, our PE class was outside. So, and, looking back at this, I do see this being very dangerous. So my school, we didn't have a parking lot and a schoolyard. Our parking lot was the schoolyard. So, like, you would go, you basically had to go in this one-way entrance. You had to go in this one-way entrance. You would go into the parking lot. There would be a basketball court in the back. And then you'd have the building and the front doors. And the only place, really, if you wanted to go outside for break or for lunch, you had to go run out. You literally had to run out and go basically in the parking lot where parents would show up randomly and, new kids. It was insane. It was insane. It was literally insane. Anywho, but I also remember, like, why were we doing the fingerprinting? And then I feel like I had another class after that. No, I think science was my last class of the day. I think science was my last class of the day, I think. No, but I remember and this is something that I do not understand. So with our teacher, so at that school, we got like 9+ hours of homework each day, and we would get off at 3:30. Now, my parents had a very strict bedtime of 9 o'clock for me. we ate dinner together at 5. So literally, as soon as I would get home, my mom would be like, "You need to get on your homework." Here's a little guilty thing. Here's a little guilty thing. I wouldn't. I would go on my phone. Yeah, I got my phone taken away a lot for that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching my live stream. I do have to go. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Please stay awesome. Yes.